It was 8 years after our beloved had passed, and Islam was growing and advancing fast. Heraclius, the emperor of the Byzantines, had been fighting the believers with all of his means. Power and greed drive many to wars, so he fought, so his rule would remain secure. But he heard of the Muslims, how they were so sincere. For money and power they seemed not to care. They would fight for the weak and for the oppressed, and for justice they would sacrifice even till death. So Heraclius wanted to see for himself, were the Muslims fighting just for money and wealth, or like those early believers who suffered and died for their belief, eaten by lions alive? So he captured some Muslims and had them brought. Abdullah ibn Hudhafah was one of those who he caught. Heraclius watched him intensely. Then finally he said, "I have a deal for you instead. Leave your religion and I will set you free, and you will live in my land as safe as can be." Abdullah was furious and he quickly replied, "I would rather to die 1,000 times, but I'll give you power. Money you will be by my side. With honor and privilege you will abide." Abdullah replied with utmost resolve, "Byzantine wealth, Arab wealth, you can offer it all. I will still never give up this deen of Islam." Heraclius shouted, "I will kill you then!" They tied him up and threw spears at his feet, and also near his hands, hoping that he would concede. But he refused to give up his religion, his deen. So Heraclius, he thought up a different scheme. He bought a huge cauldron of oil, heated it up until it started to boil, took one of the prisoners and threw him in, and it sizzled as it ate away his skin. Then they grabbed Abdullah and they asked him again, but strong and resolute Abdullah remained. So they brought him and it was about to throw him inside, but suddenly Abdullah, he started to cry. Heraclius thought finally he got him to break. So he asked him once more to relinquish his faith. But Abdullah refused. His deen he would keep. Heraclius asked, "Then why did you weep?" Abdullah said with the bravest of hearts, "I said to myself, now my soul would depart, and I wished for every hair on my body to be thrown into the oil for the sake of Allah." Heraclius was so amazed instead. He said, "Come here, Abdullah. Please kiss my head. And all of the prisoners, they will be free." And this, Abdullah did agree. When Abdullah returned home, his story was told. They were all proud of his amazing resolve. Umar radiallahu anh turned to all and said that everybody should kiss Abdullah's head. The moral for us is always stay strong and never give in to what you know is wrong. Because if you stand for what's right with faith in Allah, your enemies will love you just for who you are.